Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Hello and welcome to At the Arsenal. It's Tottenham versus Arsenal. It's the North London derby this weekend on Sunday at 2 o'clock. And we've got a midfield crisis on our hands for this game. Yes, this international break has not been kind to us. In fact, I'm angry about it. And whose idea was it to put Tottenham games straight after the international break? It's just, madness. These international breaks have got to go. They're ridiculous. The players get injured, and it's just fed up of it. So, of course, Calafiori got injured in the international break, so he's a doubt for this weekend. But a big one, Martin Odegaard got an ankle injury in this break, and it is really disappointing to see. In fact, was he carrying a knock beforehand? Because he came off against Brighton and he still went on international duty. Now, who let him go? Doctors, Arteta. Why did nobody from Arsenal stop him going on international duty if he was a doubt? This is what annoys me about Arsenal. They let players go. Other clubs would not let players go. Manchester City don't let half their players go. They stopped some of their players. Why was he allowed to go if he was carrying a knock? This was a terrible decision, and it's cost us dearly because he could be out for 3 weeks, the Norway coach is saying, maybe longer, which means he's going to miss Tottenham, Manchester City and Champions League game and more maybe. I mean, he could not be back until the next international break, after the next international break, but I mean, he could be ready just before the next international break, and then he might go again on the international break, and if that happens, I will be deadly cross. If he goes, if Arsenal let him go, that is just ridiculous, an insult. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? He does not play any games from now till after the next international break, but he still goes on the next international break. Oh my goodness. It's Arsenal, it could happen. But yes, he's going to miss Tottenham and Manchester City potentially. That is a complete and utter disaster. And of course, not only that, against Tottenham, we don't have Declan Rice because he's suspended. So we don't have 3 of our midfielders available against Saturday. We don't have Martin Odegaard, we don't have Mikel Merino, we don't have Declan Rice on Sunday against Tottenham. That is a midfield crisis. Thank goodness we have Thomas Partey. He's not injured. He actually played 2 90-minute games. Actually survived. Wow. Thank goodness. Because all that we have left is Thomas Partey and Jorginho. And then Havertz can play in midfield. And he probably will. I'm hearing that Gabriel Jesus is fit and available for that game. So I'm expecting Jesus to start up front. Havertz is going to have to go in the midfield, but we all know that it's not always great when Havertz is in the midfield. He's going to have to step up his game and do the creativity, because that could be a problem. Of course, Zinchenko could also go in the midfield as well. That is also another option. But this is the trouble, Arteta signed a new contract yesterday. Congratulations, I did a separate video on that. Go and watch that if you've not seen that. But this is the problem. Arteta has called this midfield crisis by not signing the right players or letting too many go in the summer, like letting Smith Rowe go in the summer without replacements. Are we going to have to put in a youngster for this game? Because, we all know Mikel Arteta does not like putting in youngsters for games. He doesn't do that often. Will we have to? Probably have enough. We probably will have some on the bench. Our bench is not going to be strong, especially in the midfield. All our midfielders are going to have to start. They're going to have to be on the pitch. We're not going to be able to change anybody. And that could be a problem. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens in the press conference. Arteta will be doing a press conference. Obviously, it's going to be congratulations on his contract and stuff. We'll have to wait and see what happens in that. But, it's not good, all these injuries. So the lineup is going to be interesting. We're going to have to see. Obviously, Declan Rice will be back after the Tottenham game. He's only suspended for 1 game. But these 2 games coming up are crucial. Now, of course, we have to play on Sunday. And then we play on Thursday. And then we have to play on Sunday again. And, of course, we have to go away on Thursday. We have 3 away games in a row. It's a big disadvantage going into the Manchester City game. Of course, Manchester City play on Wednesday. They're at home, so they have an extra rest. They're at home on Sunday. They have a huge advantage going into that game. These two games coming up are crucial for our season. We cannot afford to lose any of them, and we need to win both of them. But that's going to be very difficult. If we get 4 points out of it, it'll be okay. But as usual, Manchester City have the advantage. Always the way. They always get the advantage, and they always get it easy. In fact, you know what? They're at home on Saturday as well. So they've got 3 home games in a row, whereas we've got 3 away games in a row. What on earth is going on? In fact, they've got 4 home games in a row with the League Cup. What on earth is going on? I mean, I know that's after we play them. But see, they have it easy. This is why they always win trophies, because they always get it easy, whereas we don't. So these 2 games coming up, Tottenham away and Manchester City away, are absolutely crucial for our season. We lose both of these, God forbid, I don't expect us to, we could do. If we lose both of these, it is going to be really difficult to win the league. It could even be gone after just 5 games in the season. And Arteta just signed a new contract. Yeah, exactly. So what's this the right time for Arteta to sign a new contract? He needs to be focusing on Tottenham and Manchester City away. These are 2 big games. And he's been concentrated on a new contract. Now I know the talk's been going on for some time and stuff, but was this the right time? Will his head, will his mind be in the right frame for this game? I really hope so. I really hope that this is not throwing him off, because he's got a midfield crisis he has got to plan for. So yes, his head needs to be in the game. We always seem to give contracts out at the wrong time, and that it affects us. And here at Arsenal, contracts don't mean better performance. A lot of the time, they mean worse performances. Look at Aubameyang. So yes, I hope that it's not going to affect us, and I hope that it's not the right time, and I hope that we are still concentrating. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. Am I confident about Sunday? Not entirely because of our midfield, but I think we can do it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? Sunday, 2 p.m. All these big games keep getting put on, weird times now, don't they? Like, the traditional 4:30 or 5:30 on Saturday. Yeah, you don't have any more, and that is because of police requests. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Big game Sunday. What do you think? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.